Alright, welcome back to the Deceitful domain, and today we're going to be fighting the, as we like to call it, physical hypostasis. Or perpetual mechanical array if you want to be technical about things. However, I would highly suggest that you actually adjust your amplifier gems, because there's a good chance that you might have had some equipped like this one, or like this one. Yeah, don't use this one, because there aren't really that many opponents to defeat, considering there's just one big opponent, and considering that the minions are going to be away from the actual core most of the time. Don't use these. So, you know, have something have like this, or like this. You get the idea. Anyway, I'm going to be using Duelist Stance, because it actually helps, because I'm just consistently doing some form of damage, and considering you are on a timer, that helps. More than combat, when they're more than 2, increase by 20% for attack and defense, that helps a lot. Charge attacks hit opponent under 50% HP. Executioner's Blade will descend and deal true damage. It'll be very helpful, considering we're going to be using Traveler and Amber for this fight. Increases Elemental Burst level by 1. That also works quite well, at least I think so, and personally, because I'm going to be using Amber a lot during this fight, the charge attack damage and such will help a lot. And shield strength is just here for me to have extra protection with Noelle. Anyway, since we're going to be here, obviously you're going to be using it for, again, the concept of you're only going for the 6,000 point-ish sort of rewards. So I'm not going to be making a guide as to how to defeat everything, because this event is a DPS check, and considering that a lot of people probably are still progressing through the game, I'm not going to make it super hard, because I don't want it to be super hard either. Anyway, we're going to put this on hard. I'm not going to make a 7,000 point guide, don't expect that from me. But yeah, so luckily, this gives you a lot of points to work with, so if you are lacking points elsewhere, this could help you, or vice versa. If you can't beat this boss properly, you can get points from the other domains. So we're going to go for the 5-minute mark, and we're also going to increase its HP by just 25%, because that allows me to go over 2,000 points. So for this, we're going to be using pretty much 3-star weapons only, because my weapons and other stuff are pretty stacked. So let's put everything in order. Skyrider Sword for Traveler. Amber will be swapping back to the Slingshot, because everyone should have one. Noelle is going to be using a White Iron Greatsword, because it is a 3-star weapon, and it kind of mitigates the fact that I have her C6 and everything like that. Of course, Shanling, I'm going to give her a Favonius Lance, only level 60, and considering her talent levels are not that high, she'll be fine. And even though she is C6, she doesn't provide a lot of damage, so don't worry about it. Anyway, onto the fight. And just to state the obvious, you can eat food in this, of course. So if you are feeling like you're lacking a lot of damage, you can give yourself something to eat. So maybe something like, I don't know, some jade parcels, or this Chingsa stir fry, or maybe even give yourself some defense food, or maybe even a potion that'll help you out. For me, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna give myself a tad bit of attack, because I don't want to take up all of your time, and considering you're probably going to be doing the same thing as I am, don't worry about it. So I'm going to eat a little bit of Chingsa stir fry, and that's going to be it. So when the fight starts, get Traveler out, drop a rock, and just run away, because the entire fight usually takes part on the edge of the entire arena. Otherwise, the fight usually goes around the same as a PMA fight, so just, you know, make sure to dodge when there's red like a horror game, dodge,
no one escapes by sight. Steady as drop.
The only thing that's different about this fight is that it's potentially more rushed, because it does actually end up going to the middle a lot more frequently than you think it does. So be on the lookout and save your bursts, okay? So yeah, just be on the lookout, make sure to use your skills and such, and just kind of don't, you know, get hit, unlike me, because I suck at the game, but just keep shooting. And you can see that massive blade just came down. That's the gem that helps me out. So here we're going to look for the massive minion. You can see the one that's highlighted here is the one I'm going to be doing damage to.
I must leave no
So
stone
I'm going to use
unturned.
all my
Time to clean
possible
up.
firepower on this guy.
Yep.
Because I don't like him very much. Alright, we gotta get out of here because my things are running out. The core is over here, but it's inside one of these things, so you might want to like do a little hit and run. But this is where Amber comes in because she does a lot of damage and we buffed our charge attack damage. So by doing this, we're able to do a lot of damage and most likely one of those blades come down and do a lot of damage as you saw there. So you can see right now we're at the 3-minute mark and we're already almost done with the fight. And just keep shooting him with Amber and you're probably done with the fight very soon. Now keep in mind this is a free-to-play guide, so if you have other characters, I don't really know how to help you. But post your stuff in the comments if you need help. I could probably try recommending something.
Bubba, get them! You're toast! Drop!
And this should
No
be it.
escape!
Yep, that's about it. And there's your 2,000 points. If you don't care about anything else, well, go right ahead and do something else. But in terms of this particular challenge, that's about it in terms of fighting and taking advantage of the fact that you have crystals on your side. Now, if you have other characters, like, say, you don't have any archers or something, then you're probably going to have to just bait it to the side and make everything more close range. So I'll demonstrate that right now, actually. So I'm going to, rather, instead of use Amber, I'm going to be using Noelle, because she is actually quite formidable in close range combat. And considering that this boss and any ruined enemy has physical resistance, I kind of don't want to get caught out like that. So, when it comes to the fight, I'm going to actually regenerate and also switch my weapons. So Traveler, instead of using a Skyrider sword, I'll give her... everyone should have a Rancour. I'll give her a Rancour. Sure, why not? So, and Noelle, I'm going to be sticking with the same stuff. I'll actually nerf her a little bit. So let me give myself something a little bit less, well, proper. So I'll give her that. And that's kind of all I have. So she is nerfed quite a bit. So let's try this again. So I'm not going to be using Amber this time. But I need to make sure that it is going to be baited over here to the end of the arena. So maybe I could shoot a few things with Amber maybe. And over here, by the way, just run in a circle. And if you get far enough, the laser attack stops, as you see here. So now I'm just going to wait for it to turn into a rocket and come over here. And this is when you need to go ahead.
As a good night should.
I'm pretty sure it's going to go in the middle. No? Okay. It should go in the middle now. Alright, now it goes in the middle. Alright, so here we're going to have to juggle a little bit of damage. So we need to find the dude that is going to be the one that is doing all the damage.
No one escapes my sight. Leave it all to me.
So we need to kill this guy that's highlighted because no other enemy will take any damage.
Nice and spicy. Drop. Time to clean up.
Alright, all
Someone
enemies
needs
are down.
assistance.
And now you have to do this hit and run tactic. You see where this red thing comes in?
Someone needs
It
assistance.
is not fun. You see how much damage I already took?
Steady as stone.
However, if it does explode, it does go away.
I'll catch
However,
up.
you see how it responds super quickly? So it's better if you just stay away and maybe pepper it with Amber if she's low level, because as you see it there, the knife does come down regardless of a power shot or not. So doing this already helps you quite a lot. See that? Perfect. So get Traveler down, throw another rock down.
Someone needs assistance. Drop.
And here's charge attack.
Rumble apart. I'll race you there.
And here we're just dodging away.
Starball. Booba, get them.
that should be it. So yeah, take your time with this boss. Maybe you don't have to set up a timer or something, but you still want to get all the difficult challenges done. Do whatever you want, but this is just a simple guide as to how you can do it 2 different ways with 2 different characters. Alright. And good luck. You'll need it. I certainly did.